You know, it was getting as close to the real deal as possible, and then trying to bring life to it.
Well, Timothy definitely got as close to portraying Bob Dylan as he could in this lead role of this new biopic, A Complete Unknown dropping Christmas Day, and the man, the myth himself, Bob Dylan, tweeted out Wednesday night about Timothy, saying, "There's a movie about me opening soon called A Complete Unknown." What a title. Timothee Chalamet is starring in the lead role.
Yeah, you can be beautiful or you can be ugly, but you can't be plain.
Now, as for the soundtrack of the film, 2 tracks from the soundtrack have released. We had Girl from North Country,
Freezing, summer ends.
and a track the title of the movie was lifted from, Like a Rolling Stone.
How does it feel?
The movie title being
A complete unknown.
Now, it's hard to say what particular thing inspired Bob to make this tweet. Could have been the songs on the soundtrack, but Bob continued his tweet by saying, "Timmy's a brilliant actor, so I'm sure he's going to be completely believable as me, or a younger me, or some other me."
Sort of mind-boggling and very affirming, because beyond the movie, he says brilliant actor. So that felt really good. Yeah.
Now, we shall see how Bob feels about the film once he actually watches it, as he wasn't at the screening. Bob continues his tweet by saying, "The film's taken from Elijah Wald's Dylan Goes Electric, a book that came out in 2015. It's a fantastic retelling of events from the early 60s that led up to the fiasco at Newport. After you see the movie, read the book."
Man, the tweet was, I really couldn't put it into words. That's the closest I can get to expressing how that felt.
Now, Timothy isn't lying. He definitely had some struggles of what to say to Bob, as he did reply to Bob's tweet, posting a screenshot of his tweet, but saying nothing in his reply. Maybe he's a little scared of how to word his appreciation. I think we can all relate to that. But he captions the Instagram post by saying, "Screaming, crying, laughing, screaming, laughing, pooping, screaming, crying. Thank you, Bob. Dream come true."
That other part you were describing was a typo.
But he did eventually reply to Bob, making this tweet saying, "Floored. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Bob."
Total dream come true. If my interaction with the legendary Bob Dylan is limited to that moment, it will have been more than I could have ever dreamed.
Now, of course, technically, the two didn't really interact, but I mean, I think we can give the 83-year-old rock star a pass here. He probably has like handlers who do his tweeting. Listen, I'm not old shaming. I mean, maybe he's on his phone doing it. Maybe Bob himself is doing the tweet. But, you know, I must say, it is kind of surprising that the two didn't hit it off in some way during the shoot. But I guess Bob's manager, Jeff Rosen, did stop by and had a few words to say.
I got this text from Jeff Rosen, who's Bob's manager, halfway through the shoot. I didn't even know he came to set. Thank God. Yeah, because that whole day I would have been, yeah, exactly. Essentially, he said, like, good on you for capturing the spirit.
Well, he didn't exactly say good on you, Timothy.
He didn't say good on you, man. I'll read it to you, because to the Bob purists, they'll go,
good on you.
Yeah, exactly. Jeff was so effusive and positive. I mean, Edward Norton and I were jumping up and down. We went, man, Bob's manager loves it. And then we went, oh no, the real Bob's such a contrarian that Jeff's gonna go to him and say this movie looks good, and then Bob's gonna say, well, it must be a piece of shit. Yeah.
Timothy, don't be so modest here, okay? I mean, the director of A Complete Unknown, James Mangold, did have some chats with the great Bob Dylan.
I've spent several wonderfully charming days in his company, just one-on-one, talking to him. I have a script that's personally annotated by him and treasured by me. You know, he loves movies.
So Bob Dylan definitely had some influence on the script for this film, which is really cool. You know, some other biopics, the celebrity is actually deceased, so it's really hard to like encapsulate the exact truth of everything. And I mean, this isn't James' first rodeo, dropping a Johnny Cash biopic back in 2005.
We'd play faster if we could.
The taste of love is sweet.
Walk the Line, and another based on a true story film.
Go to war.
Thank you, sir.
Ford v Ferrari. Now, Bob most definitely in his tweet did spend like half the tweet discussing the book, Dylan Goes Electric, but he definitely does give Timothy his praises. Now, some might be surprised that Bob didn't attend the screening on December 8th.
This movie and the man I play, Bob Dylan.
But I mean, Bob's out there still touring. He actually just wrapped up a tour last month, so the man will get to it, okay? The man is old, folks. Like, there is no denying it. But anyway, let me know what you folks think about Bob's words about Timothy. That's really cool to see. And let me know what you'll be doing on Christmas Day, wink wink. And ta-ta for now.